Hey guys, how you doing? It's been a while since I last showed up in my channel, but here we are. Finally, I've carved out some time for another video. Well, I just realized that some of the videos, well actually most of them, have been too financial oriented or business oriented. So this time I wanted to switch things up a bit by using a different kind of data set. So what we're looking at here is Blackpink popularity index. So basically the popularity index is defined as the Google searches over time. So if a lot more people are searching for you on Google, that means you're popular. So that's what this data is all about. Admittedly, I don't know that much about Blackpink, but I really wanted to use different kind of data this time around. So we're gonna have to stick with this. All right, what's gonna be the topic for today? Well, if you want to show how data moves over time, just like in our data set over here, say you want to visualize how the popularity index of these Blackpink members move over time, the best way to do that, or well, actually not probably not the best, but one of the best ways to do that would be to make use of a movement chart. So I'm going to show you how to make something like this in Excel. Let's move on to our demo sheet and go over the data set that we need. First of all, you will need the data. So for 2 points, 2020 and 2021, this is going to be like the before column and the after column for our chart. The next thing we need would be the y-axis. More on this later, but for now I can tell you that these values are going to be the positions or the heights of the dots in our grid chart. Okay, so the last set of data we need is the error bar. So more on this later again, but for now I can tell you that it's the difference between 2021 and 2020. So this is going to come in handy later, and you'll see why this is important. All right, now that we've explained our data set, let's move on to building our chart. So the next thing you do is go to Insert tab, click on this scatter icon right here, and choose Scatter. We're going to have a blank canvas, but don't worry, we're going to fill this up very quickly. Click on this box, and you should see the Chart Design tab. And under that Design tab, press on Select Data. We're gonna have to add our series here, so click on that. For the first series name, let's click 2020, the cell B2. For the X values, we're going to highlight all the data under the 2020 column. And for the Y values, we will select the X-axis column. So all the values under that. Then press OK. So that's 2020 for you, and next we will add the 2021. Same process, click on the 2021 cell. Well, actually, this is not really that important, right? Because it's just naming the sheet, but it's a good practice to do that. Because actually, we can just type 2021 and it's going to be the same, but it's a good thing to just click on that cell. For the X values, let's highlight these sets of data. For Y values, let's highlight the same set that we used in 2020. Press OK. Now you're starting to see it form. We have the before and after dots. The last thing we need is to create the line that connects the two of those. How do we do this? We click on this one, okay? The blue dots that represent 2020. Go to add chart element in the upper left corner. And under the error bars, select standard error. We don't really need these vertical lines, so I'll go ahead and click them, then press delete so that we're only left with the horizontal bars, sorry. Click on any of these horizontal bars and under the error bar options, select custom because we want to use data to dictate how long these bars are going to be. When we specify the value for the positive error values, let's use the data under the error bar column. And for the negative error value, I'm gonna type 0 here because we only need this one. Press OK to finally generate our connecting lines. So you might be wondering, right? What if the 2021 value is actually smaller than the 2020 value? Is this line gonna hold up? I'll demonstrate this by interchanging the 2020 and 2021 values for the topmost row. Say we transform this to 14 and replace this with 28. Yep, so it's gonna work out fine. No issues with that, even if it's a negative value. Okay, let me just put this back. Okay, the last step would be to delete anything that we don't need. So we actually need these X and Y axes. Let me just delete. So it looks really plain right now, right? So we can't really interpret anything using this kind of chart, right? But not if we paste it in a PowerPoint slide. So there you go. I prepared this very nice PowerPoint template for our Blackpink popularity index. I think it's a very nice template with all the Comic Sans, and I hope I also got the color scheme right for Blackpink. I know you guys are very particular with that kind of thing. So here you go. I wanted to make a data viz of Blackpink's popularity index over time, and I think this chart is perfect for that purpose. I'm going to extend this to fit the space. There you go. I'm just gonna make sure it's centered. Yeah, that looks nice. And from here we can go ahead and format our chart to conform with the Blackpink template, you know. So it's not looking very good right now with the blue and orange, but we can fix that. So the first thing I'll do is to click on any orange dot. So that's the 2021 series. And on the right side, we have the formatting pane. I'll click on this bucket marker. And under marker options, I can change the size of this dot. Let's try 35 for them. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? I can also change the color. So let's try this one. Yeah, not bad. For border, I'll use the same thing. Okay, I think that's nice. For the blue dot, 2020 data, I will increase the size to, let's see if 25 works. Yeah. Color, I want it to be gray because we want to put more emphasis on the latest data set, right? So we're going to make the 2020 dot more prominent and the 2019 data less prominent. Oops. I just realized this says 2019, so let me edit that. 20, oops, 2021, there you go. And let me change the border as well. Okay, there you go. And the lines are looking a little bit thin right now. Let me edit that as well. I'll increase the width to 2 point and maybe choose a pink color. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I think it looks good. I actually think the Comic Sans isn't looking too bad right now. I know everybody hates Comic Sans, but looking at this right now, it doesn't look that awful. Doesn't look that bad, honestly. But anyways, yeah, I made the finished version on top. It has, yeah, it has data labels. So let's go ahead and put data labels on this one as well. We can do that by right clicking on any dot and then press add data labels. Right now, the data labels are actually displaying the y-axis values. So we can fix that by formatting them. So go to format data labels and choose the x value, and then remove the y value. We can just increase the font size for this label. Okay, 16 isn't too bad. And let's do the same thing with the 2020 dataset. Let's place them on the left side and increase the size. Oops, forgot to set them to X value. There you go. I actually, well, to be completely honest with you, I was making this slide look bad on purpose. Except for the chart, but I don't actually think it looks that bad. I actually think it looks decent. So, but anyway, this isn't a PowerPoint tutorial. This is an Excel chart tutorial, and I think we did a pretty good job on the movement chart right here. So, yeah, I think we achieved what we set out to do anyway. And this nice looking slide is just a bonus. Well, in any case, I'll be including this PowerPoint in the Google Drive folder in the description. So if you ever wanna use this template or like deconstruct this template, feel free to do so. So as always, I hope you learned something from this video and I'll see you next time.